but I just gotta know.
I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, can I stay here for the night? I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. Standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free.
And I have to do the intro, do I? Hello? Hello, everybody. Hello, Jason. Hello, the world of fantasy football. The Elite FPL community is here live with myself and Jason.
I'm trying to be energetic today, Steve. I'm going to try my best.
Yeah, tell the audience why you're not.
I'm just tired. I'm just tired, man. I'm really tired. It's been a long, long day, but you know, I'll do my best. I'll fight through, as they say. I don't know what's going on in FPL wise. I ain't got an absolute clue. The chat probably can tell me what's going on FPL wise. Twitch gang reporting in. Don't know if you can see those guys. We've got Zimmy over there on Twitch. Gabriel Rop on Twitch too. Hello to you guys watching us on Twitch. Hello to FPL Fozzie, FPL Seb. We've got Nuclear Atoms. We've got Alex the Kid there. Karma Baby, Emmy, Skink on Twitch also. They're liking the intro. There's still the OG fam that like the eyes in the sky. I don't know. We're going to mix it up a little bit. That's all, you know. I'll switch my fan on to non-aircon because I'm absolutely getting so hot so cold right now. Okay, let's Steve, go ahead, take away. What? Yeah, it's cold in the shed now. I've turned the aircon off. Yeah.
Oh, send it my way. I'm absolutely boiling.
It's so cold when that, like, if you kind of on for too long, it just gets super cold in the shed. But you know, what made you entitled the stream, Jason, making changes already?
Well, from what you said the other day, you said that you were seriously considering doing a -4 already.
I was,
if you remember,
considering.
As that, and I'm assuming that thought process is legitimately changed to where you're going.
It's died. I'm just doing a roller transfer.
Yeah, well, I haven't, but yeah, I think that for
you
anybody.
Haven't?
No, I did my transfer, didn't I? Last week, Sunday, I think it was. Harrison, it's only for price changes, even though ironically Harrison hasn't gone up, but Lingard went down. So I did Harrison in for Lingard, and yeah, pretty much that's it. I'm happy.
I'm gonna get the brown kit. I'm gonna have the brown kit design. Guys, chat. Should we do it? Should we do a little game? Right? Should we do a little game? Should we say that when I'm above Steve-O, I can have the green top, grey shorts?
Well, you are above me.
When I'm below Steve-O, I can have the brown top, brown shorts. Let me know your thoughts on that. Because I'd happily change it now if you want me to.
In theory, you are above me, so you have to change the kit.
Well, we'll see what the chat say. They do not have partnership. No, we could become a partner on Twitch, but and we would be able to get. Is there a way to subscribe through Twitch? I can't find the button. Well, there is. Right. So this is the situation, right, guys. Let me break it down to you. Right. Let me break it down for you. Okay. So once upon a time, Elite FPL got suspended off of YouTube, didn't they? Didn't we, Steve-O? And why did we get suspended off YouTube, Steve-O? Because some bloody foreign bot, wasn't it? Some foreign radio agency didn't like us playing a clip of something. I think it was like in our intro, or I don't know. Anyway, so we got suspended off of YouTube for about, I would say, over a month, wasn't it?
No, it was longer than that. It was 3 months.
3 months suspension on YouTube because we upset the copyright lords, right? Steve-O's fault. He basically did Chelsea versus someone, and he uploaded a thumbnail which was from somewhere like BBC Sport. But it wasn't that actually caused the copyright thing, believe it or not. And we got thrown off of Twitter for 3 months. So YouTube. We got thrown off of YouTube for 3 months. So we had to find a new home somewhere else, and that home was Elite FPL on Twitch. And as you can imagine, no one really has set up an FPL community realistically that compares with YouTube on Twitch. So all the Elite FPL community went over to Twitch, was watching us on Twitch, and we did have a sub button. And people could use their Amazon Prime subscriptions to subscribe to us. Now, this is a big now. When we got our YouTube back, the conditions of being an affiliate or partnered with Twitch doesn't allow you to stream anywhere else at the same time or within 24 hours of the live stream going on Twitch. Meaning that we do a live stream on Twitch and then we do a separate live stream on YouTube. Or we do a live stream on Twitch and then wait 24 hours and then stick that on YouTube. Or we go back to YouTube and we remove the affiliate partnership with Twitch and remove the subscribe button off of our channel. So I emailed Twitch and I said, look, we're going back to YouTube, take our subscribe button away from our Twitch. And they did. So yeah, this is where we are now. But if all of a sudden, like, if you guys want us to prioritize Twitch, then it'll be up to you to tell us that, right? You guys need to say, you know, I've got a subscription with Amazon Prime that I have a free subscription and I want to throw it your way. I want to give you guys a sub. If enough people say they're going to do that and they want to do that, then we will strongly consider doing setting that up and making sure that that can work, because at the end of the day, you're not having to pay any money for it. With Amazon Prime, most people have got Amazon Prime, most people, right? But if they want to help support the show and throw a sub our way, then we will strongly consider it. Maybe it's something we need to do a poll on, Steve-O. Steve-O, get on Twitter and ask the community, would you like us to add a sub button to, would you subscribe to us? In fact, why don't we just do it in the chat right now? Steve-O, you can set that poll up, can you?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
I'll set the poll up, and I'll continue to chat to. Stay on YouTube. Says, I mean, we'll stay on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. We will stay on YouTube, but we would work out a way of allowing people to subscribe to us on Twitch and keep the content through both outlets somehow. It may, yeah, maybe Steve-O can stream on YouTube and I'll stream on Twitch. Maybe that'll be the way to do it, Steve-O. We'll do independent streams, both of us, on the same evenings, and we'll talk about the same things, and we'll be on the phone to each other on each other's stream. So yeah, okay, I'm being silly now, but keep it simple, says FPL Fozzy. Absolutely. How many people have we got watching us over on Twitch anyway? Guys, let me know. 8 people at the moment on Twitch watching us. If you haven't already, hit that likes and subscribe button to the channel if you're new around these parts. Make sure to check out our Discord, our bustling Discord, which is active, full of members every single day. I see people in there in the Hangouts chatting about FPL. And follow us on social media. We are at Elite FPL. But the quality on Twitch, I am not going to. Look, I am pretty impartial to both platforms. I don't really watch as much Twitch as I used to, but the quality on Twitch is 10 times better than the quality on YouTube. If you're the sort of person, right, that's just chilling out with Elite FPL on your TV and you've got a 4K TV, you need to be getting in through Twitch and watching the show through Twitch, because it's crystal clear quality. It's like 4K compared to YouTube with its blurry, I don't know, standard definition. And also Twitch has got a great feature which allows you to minimize, like if you're on your phone and you're watching the stream, you can just minimize the app and you can still listen to it. Steve-O, I know you like that, right? The ability to have the app minimized. So if you're you're doing other things on your phone, or you want to turn your phone off and you still want to hear it, you can do that. There isn't enough FPL on Twitch. There isn't enough FPL on Twitch. I'm surprised the FIFA community haven't latched on to FPL, to be honest with you. I really am surprised. In fact, there's going to be, actually, Steve-O, I'm going to make a bet right now. FPL integrated within FIFA, the game, because if you know, the official game is actually got with partnership with EA, right?
Right.
Wouldn't surprise me if in the future they do some sort of cross collaboration with FIFA and fantasy football. Could you imagine if they did a thing like everyone that plays fantasy football on FIFA, everyone that plays fantasy football on FIFA gets an exclusive pack, and if you get a certain points threshold every week, you get a free pack opening. Do you get what I mean? To one of these exclusive fantasy packs. Oh my god, I should be on marketing in EA. Oh my god, just think about that. Think about that. Say if you play FIFA and you play FPL and you basically have a higher certain points threshold each week, you get a pack to open of football pack. That would be insane. They would do so well with that. I'm copyrighting that, chat. That idea, that thought. YouTube has limitations to try and sell premium, which used to be called Red. Yeah, YouTube Premium. All we need now is a sidebar with FPL points, stats in game. That would be perfect. I wouldn't be long. I think that on Sky we had to press the red button and get all those stats. Someone's going to steal your idea, probably. You know. What's it say? What's it say? It was said. You will earn more money moving to Twitch, to be fair, says FPL Seb. Adam S says, I don't know, I think our main core community is on YouTube. I don't think people would all of a sudden jump to Twitch to follow us there. I think people would stick to the home of FPL content, which is YouTube, well, to be honest with you.
If you remember, FPL Dave actually
Dave, yeah, he left Twitch, didn't he? Yeah.
And just to let you know, and thanks to Tom becoming a member. So we've had a new member, Jace, in the past 10 minutes, which is cool.
Oh, Tom, thank you so much.
Anyone else that wants to become a member, by all means, $1.99 for water sound effects.
Steve-O's cam looks crystal clear, no static, no grains on the screen. Yeah, I know, this is the thing. If you're on Twitch, guys, you are getting the better quality. We should start doing exclusive Twitch. Maybe we could do exclusive Twitch videos. So when you do when you record your members videos, Steve-O, and you then schedule them for, I think you should use the restream and send them out to Twitch. I'll show you how to do that. I think that'd be a good idea. Be able to watch you in high definition, see you in all your glory. I hate how YouTube stops if I switch apps. Yeah, see, there's ups and downs for both, right? There's ups and downs for both YouTube and Twitch. We know that. Steve-O looks like a model for Armani on Twitch, and on YouTube he looks like a potato. Well, I mean, that's great feedback. Tauzera. No ads on the Elite FPL channel. I could run an ad if you want.
I love that from Tom. I don't get how people can watch an hour stream on a phone. Then you're stuffed with us.
Well, you're stuffed with us. But I mean, a lot of people, don't forget, a lot of people, when they've got us on, they just throw their phone to a side and they're doing work, or they're around the house, potting around the house, or washing their car, or, doing some tidying up. Generally speaking, they're not like that in front of their phone like that. Because let's be honest, the content that we provide doesn't necessarily need you to be constantly looking at us. Like, we can just be having a chat, and then the odd time we bring up teams, and then obviously that's relevant. But talking about the so yeah, my plans for this week.
Your team's very good.
Upon successful deliberation and thinking, I have decided to just roll a transfer and give myself the 2 free transfers going into the next week. The reason is absolutely nothing wrong with this team whatsoever, and any changes I make to it for bringing in the likes of Rodrigo and co would actually possibly backfire on me, considering the players that we're looking to remove. I'm happy to stick with Alexander-Arnold, even though I think defensively he's a waste of space. I was going to say something else then, but offensively, he still offers that attacking prowess. Luis Diaz, still think he can get something, especially against Bournemouth. My main concern is Salah. I'm not going to rip my team apart to get him in, and certainly I'm not scared of going without him. And I think Diaz can hopefully get me something and maybe keep up in the next few games with Salah, all being well and good. I mean, maybe. But yeah, the rest of my team is absolutely perfectly fine. Double Chelsea defense. Yeah, you could argue that I've probably got one too many there, but I mean, Leicester I see scoring, to be honest, against Chelsea. So it is a question of, do I play De Silva over the likes of one of the James or Cucurella?
That'd be madness. No.
Steve-O, why?
Because De Silva, even though I'm playing him, but that's ahead of Nico Williams, I just think that there's more of an upside to James and Cucurella versus a Leicester team that are in absolute dire straits at the moment. Compared to
I see Leicester scoring though.
I mean, ironically, so do I. But I think James and Cucurella have got such a high ceiling tomorrow. Especially if Leicester play the way they are at the moment. They're conceding goals for fun. I think Sterling's going to do quite well tomorrow. He's another one. I think he's going to do well. And all these games as well, Jace, they're all kicking off at 3 o'clock tomorrow. It's brilliant.
Yeah, let's just quickly. So, what have you done with your team, Steve-O? Have you got your team ready to share your? Have you put it in the screenshots?
I'll
channel?
put it in the Discord in a second. While I do that, do you want to tell the audience how they can get on the show?
If you want to get on the show, you need to get into Discord. And if you get into Discord, you can come into the waiting room. The waiting room is underneath the on-air room. And the on-air room is the room that we go in when we do our live shows. Steve-O's in there right now. I'm not, but I will be. And let me just find it. There we go. In fact, Steve-O's not there. There you go, Steve-O. But yeah, if you do want to come and chat with us, that is how you do it. So fixtures are up here on the screen. It's quite a lot of fixtures at 3 o'clock. It's like an abnormal amount of fixtures at 3 o'clock. Southampton Man United for me, I'm super excited for. I'm not gonna lie. I've got a feeling that we might be doing something that would indicate a change of direction at Man United. I really don't want to be disappointed again. I really, really don't want to be disappointed again. But I've got this feeling that things will turn around. And I feel that United can get a result against Southampton. How crazy does that sound? I feel like Man United can get a result. I think they will. I think United will get a result against Southampton. When I say a result, I'm saying, not comprehensive. Tom with a 179 super chat. How do I get members Discord to post team? How do I get in members Discord? You need to connect your Discord account to your YouTube account. If you just Google how do I connect my Discord account to my YouTube account, the first answer will be there, and you just follow the guide, follow the process. Takes you about 2 minutes to set up. Martial injured is a bummer. He's always getting injured, isn't he?
Yeah, but what's happened there? That's really annoying.
What? I don't know. I don't know what this... I've literally been away working today, so someone will have to let me know what the injury situation is with Martial. Did that guy win the Pokemon tournament? ? I don't actually know.
Max is here. Well, he was. So, Max, if you want to let us know what happened, feel free to come live on air.
Gary, to find the stream on Twitch, you just go to Twitch and go in the search bar and type Elite FPL. And that's easy as it is. I'm going to see if I can do this withdrawal thing. So give me 1 second.
Well, while Jason's doing that, our man Dylan is saying, how come no one is captaining Haaland? Well, Jace, you have Haaland, but
I have. I've captained Haaland.
But there we are.
Maybe I'm the nobody.
I think of your team, I think he's one of the best to be captaining. Easy. 2-0 I'm expecting in that specific game.
2-0. You got the chat in front of me. You need to cover me while I do this.
Sorry. Max is asking, do we have the web card or is it just Discord tonight? Thank you for... You didn't have to do a super chat for that, but... What's the answer to that?
Do you have
James?
the webcam or is it just a Discord hangout? If you want to come up on webcam, you can do. You just need to... 1 second. I'll give you a link.
I agree with Tono. Jesus is a great shout for captaincy.
If you want to come up on camera, then you just have to ask for a link. You need to DM me in Discord, and I'll give you a link so you can come up on camera.
SK making a very good point. If Jesus was a midfielder, for the extra point / goal, for the goal and the clean sheet, I'd be more inclined to captain him. Yep. Absolutely. FPL Seb saying Salah is a no-brainer this week. Yeah. When he scores that one pathetic goal, and then that'll be it. I don't know why, Jason. I expect Diaz to do better this week. No reasoning. I'm predicting him to get a goal and assist. Not thought about captaining Diaz at all. or is it just purely no? I'm
Have
set
I
on.
thought about Captain
Yes.
DS? No, why?
Well, he's in the Liverpool game.
Can you see my thing in the video ninja thing? No, right.
No, I can't. But I can see it up on screen
Okay.
here on Restream with the fixtures up on and everything, which is all good. And while I may as well do a bit of admin as well. If you are, enjoying the stream, but why not easily support the show by hitting the like button? If you are new around here and enjoy the content, hit the subscribe button. And,
absolutely.
If you want additional content for $1.99 a month, you can become a YouTube member like Tom has tonight. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting weekend. Obviously, Jason's got the fixtures up on screen and everything. We are going to be. Are you able to join me tomorrow, Jason?
What time?
For the 3 p.m.s. I'm open. Both our captains playing massive fixtures. Your team will have already played as well.
Don't know. 3 p.m. I need to speak to the wife.
The wife.
I want to say yes.
Well,
but I can find out for you.
We've got Cy Bellamy's watching. I'm ever so nervous. Nervous about what, Cy? Your team's fine. It's good.
Ever so nervous.
I believe that not a lot of people are captaining Jesus, seeing as he's only 8 million people inclined to captain their high premiums. Yes, HL, I agree with that. Gary Howden thinks Liverpool come good tomorrow. Yeah, I've gone 3-1. No, I haven't. I've gone 3-0 in the score predictor game. I remember everybody's score predictions. Get them in for the score predictor game. Hello, Firetog. Size captain in Salah, yeah, like everyone else. I think he is him and Jesus are the standout captaincies. I'm really hoping Saka gets something against Fulham. I'm begrudgingly holding him on for 2 fixtures, game week. Well, this game week and obviously game week 5 as well, as he's a guaranteed starter.
Can you see that in the video ninja now?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Is that good quality?
It's exactly the same as what I was seeing on Restream.
But it's live though, right? So you can see me talk and to the camera, and it's in sync with my voice. You know, when you see me,
not quite in sync, but it doesn't matter because I can hear you. It's not in sync, no, but it doesn't bother me. As long as I can hear you, that's the main thing.
Okay then. Haaland is due a brace or hat trick, says Armand Dillon.
In all seriousness, it is actually very, very, very interesting next to well, it's technically 3 game weeks because they're all over quick succession. This particular run, you know, it's literally Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Nick. Nick Treadwell there. Nick Treadwell's coming in. He's coming in back in with 14 months in a row. 14 months in a row, grassroots member. Thank you so much.
Do you know, I really wish I'd kept, because I had to delete a load of members, like tons of stuff off my computer. But I should have kept the members stuff and maybe uploaded the very first ever members video. Can anybody remember the very first members video?
The very first ever members video.
I couldn't even tell you. There's been
no idea, man.
I think there's been more members videos than there's been actual uploads to the main YouTube page, to be honest with you. What's John saying here? Hello, John.
Hello, John.
He's saying, I agree, this may be the last opportunity to captain Haaland over the next 3 game weeks with the risk of minutes managed. Haaland is a good captain. This pick, I mean, obviously we'll discuss it for game week 5, but KDB for me on what should we call it? Wednesday for me is KDB. Dunk is saying, I don't know if you can become
Would
a
you
member
captain KDB?
So
you're saying you captain KDB over Haaland then, yeah?
Dunk, yes, you can. You should be able to. Oh, yeah. Game week 5 against Nottingham Forest. That's prime Kevin De Bruyne, double-digit haul. That's 11 points guaranteed.
Interesting chat. Will Steve-O be right again, yet again? Will I choose the wrong captain?
I think in your team that you've got, Haaland is your best option this week.
Oh, right.
I think.
Well, I've got KDB.
And Haaland, yeah. I don't know why. I just don't think this is going to be a KDB.
Okay, so this is reverse psychology now. This is reverse psychology, chat. He wants me to go.
No, it's not reverse psychology. I've literally just told you, and that.
Well, it is reverse psychology. You want me to do the opposite of what you're telling me. Casemiro's debut match this week. Yes, I'm super excited to see him start. John Magic might be the last chance to captain Training Wheels Salah, says Buffy.
What does Buffy say? Sorry.
He says, not my last chance to captain Training Wheels Salah. To John Magic. I really feel for Steve-O.
Yeah.
I feel as if he's such a good, knowledgeable FPL player, but luck never seems to be on his side. Steve-O, do you have any rebuttal or response to that?
I can only agree with it, can't I? There's been so many times.
Oh, get off of it, man! Stop! Come on!
It's true.
Fucking smallest violin ever here. This isn't a pity stream. This isn't a pity stream.
Apart
all right, man up, or shut up. All right.
Season,
and I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Last season, everything went against me last season. That's why Steve
went for me last season.
Yeah, well, you know, you just hang on. I don't do these streams with you to listen to you go on about how unlucky you are. All right.
In fact, last season, honestly, if the game had
you make your own luck, Steve-O.
I'd have won it.
You make your own.
I stupidly haven't taken my own advice and gone with the template.
Do you feel that people still need to... hang on. Do you feel that people still feel like Liverpool will bounce back? Well, they will bounce back. I mean, Liverpool aren't going to turn into potatoes. I'm going to use that word now. Potatoes, for the whole season. I mean, they're just off to a slow start. They've just off to a slow start. They've had a few injuries. Guess what? Those injuries won't stay injured, and they'll start getting a stronger squad. They'll start... playing better together, and they'll get results. Of course they will.
They're missing players, and I don't know if that's just.
Do you know what? I want to two things to say to you, Steve-O. During one of your members' videos, you talked about Liverpool, and then you said the word "we."
Right.
Have we officially ditched Burnley? Are we now officially a Liverpool fan? Because you were talking about Liverpool and you were like, we just need to do what the fuck,
I'm a massive fan of teams that play really, really fast attacking football, and Liverpool
aren't doing that now.
They're not doing it now, no, for whatever bizarre reason. Then
so you're going to move. So guys, Liverpool are no longer playing fast attacking football. So tune in next week where Steve will be supporting Man City.
Man City don't play fast attacking football either.
They will.
I would say Newcastle when they played Man City last week. That was the time that I was like, who
will Steve-O support this week? Let's get a poll on that one, shall we? Who's the fastest attacking football team in the Premier League right now?
Newcastle when they're on it. Arsenal when they're on it.
Arsenal. Well, Steve-O's going to be an Arsenal fan. Steve-O's going to get a Jesus shirt. Here we go. Flipping. I tell you what, people like that just despicable, aren't they?
Like it for the first 20 minutes.
A farce. You're not a football. You're not a football fan. You're a plastic. You're a pretend phony football fan. This is a disgrace, Steve-O. Absolute disgrace. We should cut him off there, guys. Can't be dealing with this. This is typical. This is what happens when you support Burnley, right? You have to resort to desperation and supporting teams every single week.
It doesn't help that the hobby that we take seriously is in the Premier League, and I don't want to be playing Gaffer or anything like that, so I have to stick with this. Been doing this for 10 years.
Oh, God. Again, what do you want me to say? I'm really sorry, Steve-O. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, not.
Where's the wholemeal flour?
Are you sure it's brown? Yes.
But the second thing I want to say to you now is that when you moan and bitch and complain about people coming up to you in the store asking you where things are, Have you not stopped to consider for one moment in your measly existence of a life that they may just be lonely?
We get trained by this all the time, and I'm just thinking, I don't really care. You're in a supermarket.
They may just be lonely. Don't speak to anyone.
It's not my problem.
COVID may have hit them bad, and the only people they get to speak to is a arrogant bastard of a store stacker, shelver person in their local superstore, and you give them grief because they want to know where the flour is, and you are like, well, duh, it's over there. Read the room, Steve-O.
Well, no, it's more the fact that we're in the flower section, and they're literally asking you for the most blatantly obvious things, and you're like, I'm just doing your job for you.
No, but come on, but the way I look at it is that you get satisfaction out of helping people.
Not helping people.
Yeah, helping people in their shopping experience.
I don't mind helping people with genuine disabilities or that are old or whatever, but people that are in there that have got clearly common sense.
Maybe they are. Yeah, they probably do have common sense. They probably do. They do know where the milk is. They do know where the beer aisle is. They do know where that is. But they might just want to chat to you, Steve-O, because you're a human. Well, I'm sorry, but you're working, and your job is to be polite to customers, and if you're not being polite to customers,
that's what the PR gurus say of the company. But when it comes to the reality of the situation, it doesn't work like that at all.
but okay, I'm going to tell you now, like, if I go to a supermarket that I'm not familiar with, the layout of the supermarket can be completely different to, like, a Morrison's, an Asda, a Tesco. They move all the stuff around quite often, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to understand that there may be people, especially elderly people, that go into that store.
I just said I don't have a problem with elderly people. Or people with clearly some disability. I have a problem with...
But not all disabilities are visible, though, Steve-O.
Well, I get that, but the point being is that you can clearly tell when someone's just being a moron.
Fofana's apparently breaking news for Fabrizio has confirmed Fofana to Chelsea and Mupai to Everton, done deal, says Nuclear Atoms.
What? Mupai has gone to Everton?
Mupai to Everton.
Wow.
Next time I'm in a Tesco and I know where something is, I'm going to just go up to the random assistant and go, "Excuse me, where's the cheese?" I've been looking in the frozen section and I can't find it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see what their response is. And you know what? If they turn around and they help me, I'm going to say, thank you so much. You are, then the world needs more people like you, and less people like Steve-O.
It's like the other day, some absolute piece of trash halfway down the aisle just shouts, "Where's the frozen section?" Sorry?
Try the freezers!
Frozen section. Are you talking to me? Yeah. Right. Down there, bottom left, aisle 13. Where? Aisle 13 where it says frozen. Oh, sorry, mate. Like, it's terrible. It's the way these people speak to you, like you're like we, the person working there, doesn't know what we're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an FPL channel. Please subscribe and follow for all the best, greatest advice on how to get the top of your mini leagues and also how to navigate a superstore correctly.
Well, Peter Scullion knows that. He listens to us every week.
This is an FPL channel, Steve-O, so let's get back on subject, shall we?
You brought supermarkets up, not me.
Well, I just wanted a bit of small talk whilst I was doing something else. And, now I think we've kind of, been beating the dead horse, as they say. So,
well, seeing as you got the fixtures up on the screen, what are you expecting what are you expecting genuinely the highest scoring game?
Highest scoring game this week will be Liverpool versus Bournemouth.
Yeah, I think it'll be Arsenal Fulham. I think Fulham are going to go for it. I think it could. The Arsenal game could be like even though I predict
A 4-2 or something.
Yeah. I think that could happen.
I think Liverpool can beat Bournemouth 3-1.
So you don't expect the clean sheet then? Brilliant.
Well, I just 3-0, 3-1. I mean,
see you later, Robertson.
yeah. Have you wildcarded yet, Steve-O?
Say it again.
Have you wildcarded, Steve-O?
No.
You sure? You sure you don't want to wildcard, Steve-O? You get rid of that double defence?
I don't want to.
No, he wants to. He's just being stubborn. See, Steve-O's being stubborn.
I am actually
fine.
being stubborn for once.
You are being very stubborn.
And I think that if tomorrow goes the way we expect, which is a clean sheet for Liverpool and Salah to get a double-digit haul, I could be quids in.
What do you think this Fofana move anyway?
I'm not going to profess to know much about him.
He's 4.5 million, is he?
The reality
4.5 million. It's pretty good, isn't it?
It is. And the reality of the situation is that Chelsea need centre backs.
Wow. Thank you so much for your subscription. Let's just double check to see if he has been. He's a member. Well, it's weird. It's not come up on here.
What's that? Sorry?
I thought it was a membership, but it must have been just a subscription. Not a membership, a subscription. But thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button. Wow.
World at war.
That's what I say when I see my FPL points this weekend. Wow. Haaland with that 4-goal thriller. Fabrizio just posted a bunch of tweets about Anthony's interview, and every one of them he stated he wants to leave Ajax. Wow. Isn't that deal finished? Isn't it like 86 million or something? Is that deal not finished yet? Like, come on. How long does it take? 4.5 million for 6 points every week since One Life Soccer TV. It's pretty good, to be honest. I mean, Reece James to Fofana. Who's doing that?
No one's going to be doing that.
Saves you 1.5 million.
Maybe Cucurella down to him.
Why would you... 0.5 difference. Steve-O, what's your perfect Sunday?
Chris, that's from Chain Wrestling. I'm not going to answer that. Listen to Chain Wrestling. They've already asked that question, so sorry, mate. Unless you listen to Chain Wrestling. Evening Penguin. Good stream the other day. And
Ajax rejected
90 million for De Jong. Yeah,
Jesus. De Jong. No, it's for Anthony.
Oh, for Anthony.
Yeah, that's mental.
Oh, right.
Absolutely mental. We have to pay. I don't think we should be paying stupid money. I think we should just be going out there and signing young, like, talent from our scouting network. I don't think we should be going after, stupid, like paying stupid money for Ajax players. Anyway, it is what it is. We will. We'll pay over the odds. But yes, anyone in the waiting room?
No, they've all left. Yeah, if you want to come live on air,
nice and easy stream, then.
Get yourself into Discord, and we'll bring you on there. Make sure you put your team screenshots so you can tell us what you want to ask us, and we'll happily have a conversation with whatever your dilemma is. What do you think, Jace? These next 3 game weeks are massive in the FPL world, all interlinked together. Like I said, they're going to fly by. The next
2 game weeks will determine it will separate the stubborn and unflexible managers from the managers that are not afraid to take decisive actions and wildcard their teams. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to see more deviations from what originally people would consider the template, and I like it. Salah is a legit triple captain this game week. Good luck.
One Life Soccer. Get a grip of yourself. Nearly small then. Get a grip of yourself. Bench who out of Walker, Trippier, or Neto?
Max, I'll give you the link if you want to message me in Discord, Max, and then I'll set you they'll send you the link. Okay. Did you post your team in screens?
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Put it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a post up now. 1 second.
It's just a few players are on their last legs for me. Kulusevski, Saka, Salah, to name 3. Robertson, 4.
Do you know, I really fancy pizza now.
Really?
I really want a pizza. Like, I want to go to Iceland, pick up a nice pizza and put it in the oven. But I know that I can't because it's 9 o'clock now.
Is it?
It's like,
bloody hell.
I'm just like, why do I all of a sudden want a pizza? I want one of those stuffed crust pizzas. You know, is it the Chicago town ones?
I don't know. Ask an assistant.
Because Domino's are just too expensive, aren't they? It's because I haven't eaten my dinner yet, Steve-O. You know, I haven't eaten my dinner. This is why. I'm hungry. You know, I sacrifice for this show. I sacrifice for you. I sacrifice for the chat. You know, I literally...
Not me, it's the community.
I had... What did I have for lunch? I had... this is an FPL channel, by the way. I had... oh, crap. What did I have? I had the crust of my daughter's unwanted sandwich. And then I had a slice of Madeira cake and a cup of tea. And since then, I have just been here in the office, working away. And other than the drinks of juice, that is it. So there we go, wasting away, guys. Wasting away right now. Pepperoni thin crust sounds nice to me, man. I mean, you can't even get Domino's without spending like 30 quid, right? Has anyone ever tried to buy Domino's? It's like, everything you get is like 20 quid or more. It's ridiculous. It's like, yeah, you get two for 30. I'm like, well, yeah, they get you to, you're overspending. You're spending 10 times the amount that you'd spend in a supermarket. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about food. It's because I'm hungry. Supermarket story time. I remember Tesco in Ireland used to let you make your own pizza with all your own toppings. That was awesome. Wow, that does sound awesome. What happened to that? Why didn't they make that a thing? If you buy from chains, you'll have to buy a load of the deals. Terrible if you just want the pizza, yeah. Food delivery at your end is costly. Yeah, I mean, cost of living's going up. Fuel's going up. Before long, we're all going to be implementing, I know, homegrown potatoes in the back garden.
HL, Steve-O only cares about stale Krispy Kremes. That actually legitimately angered me so much.
I was in a mall the other day in Wales. I went to Wales, as you may know. I went to a place called Llanelli. But it's spelled Llanelli, but it's Llanelli. Like, you'd see it Llanelli, but it says Llanelli, however. And I went to this mall, and they had this big Krispy Kreme stand that looked like a box of Krispy Kreme donuts. Like, it was opened up. And I thought it was really quite cool. Like, they made the stand to be looking like a... Anyway, I just thought I'd share that because the topic came up. Krispy Kremes are ridiculous. Like £12, isn't it? Isn't it £12 or more for like the pack? But it's worth getting the 12-pack than it is getting the smaller packs, because for price per pound, buying in bulk Krispy Kremes makes sense. And because of inflation, guys, inflation's what, 10%, probably 11%, more than that. I mean, you're looking at probably just buy like 6 packs of a dozen Krispy Kremes and freeze 5 packs of them, because in a year's time they're going to be even more money.
Simon Lewis is saying Domino's in Australia is about £2 per pizza. That's ridiculous.
Do you want to know something, Steve-O?
Yes.
Things aren't going up in value.
No, they're not.
What you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say, yes, they are. I've noticed the prices increasing quite often. in the supermarket that I work at.
Oh no, the what you call it? The prices of everything is going up. I mean, the chicken that I normally get.
The prices are going up because the value of the currency is going down.
Brilliant.
Is this a food channel?
Someone's saying about Freddos, the inflation is incredible.
They're like, if somebody can give me a topic to talk about, then it'd be great.
Well, we can bring on callers.
Yeah, let's do that. You know,
we can bring on Max.
Debasement of the fiat currency system. That's what you need to be aware of, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe. Max, let's bring him on. Max. Oh no, Max isn't giving me the link. Max, I thought you wanted to come on camera. In fact, Max can open. You can turn his camera on. Max, turn your camera on. Yo, Max, turn your camera on. I'll just unmute myself.
Hello.
You can turn your camera on here, mate.
Oh, I've got a camera. If you can hear me, that's fine.
No, it's fine. You can, on Discord, if you want to, you can turn your camera on and you'll be there. So.
Not sure if anyone wants to see my double chins, but I can do.
Oh, well, it's entirely up to you, mate. I just thought that you wanted to
no, well, my Discord was a bit funny last time, so and the webcam worked a bit easier last time, so I just thought that might have been better.
Well, before we talk FPL, the biggest question we have for you is, how did the Pokemon tournament go?
Terrible.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, now I've got COVID as well, so just to top it off.
Oh, great. What happened at the Pokemon?
One second, Max. You're blowing everyone away with your loud microphone. It's because I need to turn you down. 1 second.
All right.
Talk now.
Is that any good?
Hang on. No, not yet. Talk now.
Yep. Not better.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. So I guess it's quite difficult to explain to people that kind of don't know what it is I'm really talking about, I suppose. But let's just, I guess, let's compare it to poker. I guess most people would probably know sort of what I mean if I say that. So I was probably at even chips for a long way of the tournament, and then the blinds got bigger and I just got busted out pretty much. If that makes sense to anyone that plays poker.
You got priced out.
Well, so basically in poker the blinds go up every level.
Yeah, and you can't afford to pay the blind.
I can't afford to play, and eventually I get all my money in, and I get knocked out, that sort of thing.
Oh, lucky man.
It happens. It's one of those things. It was a good weekend, like I say, man.
Were you using energy cards?
Yes.
Yeah.
And who won it? Like, do you know the person that won it, or not a clue?
I don't know him. I don't know him personally, but I know who it is. Okay. European guy.
Oh right, okay. And all these people flown all the way around the world?
Yeah, a lot from Japan, Europe, Asia, America. Like, it's the biggest event of the year, Pokemon-wise, so...
Is it always in London, or is it...
No, funnily enough, London, it's the first time it's ever been in London. So it's been going for about 12 years.
This is an FPL channel.
Yeah, we'll get back onto, like, layer pack and prices of donuts in a minute.
No, literally, like, it's so much easier to talk about this sort of stuff than it is to talk about, what's the best player to get in this week? No, I'm genuinely interested, and I'm sorry to hear that you didn't progress to the last stages of the tournament and win the whole thing, to be honest with you, because that would have been pretty cool. But
yeah,
it's a good experience, right? Take the experience.
Yeah, well, it's the first time I played. I qualified last year, but didn't go because it was in America. But and next year it's actually held in Japan, which is interesting.
All right.
So I'll be hoping
fly out there.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able to qualify again and fly out there.
Nice.
I mean, it's not going to be cheap, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool to have a week in Japan doing some stuff.
That's pretty cool.
How was your experience in London? Like, did you do anything down here?
Go anywhere? Food places. So first night we just did the standard kind of like Nando's thing. Nothing too special.
Which one?
So I was staying at London Excel. Do you know what that is?
I don't know specifically. Just give it. Where is it in London?
It's like half an hour away from Camden. I would say it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. There's not really much around it.
Okay.
So we went for Nando's first night, sort of standard sort of stuff. Played during the Thursday, and then we went to Gordon Ramsay's Street Pizza.
Right.
I don't know if anyone's ever been there before.
Where
it was
in
like, oh God, I can't even remember. Bread Street,
London?
I think it's called. Bread Street, maybe.
Oh, I vaguely know it. Right.
It's like Bread Street Kitchen or something like that. I can't remember, to be honest. Yeah, so we went there, and it's like an all you can eat for like 2 hours, just pizza pretty much. It's like £16 for like 2 hours of all you can eat, but I didn't think it was that great, to be honest.
£16, is that it?
Yeah, it was cheap. I was actually quite surprised when we booked it how cheap it was. I was expecting it to be a lot more. And yeah, but for me, the pizzas just weren't great. They were kind of like anchovies, all the kind of stuff. I'm a bit funny what I have on my pizza sort of thing. So yeah, that wasn't ideal. But yeah, for £16, you can't really complain. And then
only pizza.
Yeah. So it was like, I don't know if anyone's ever been to like Pizza Hut sort of thing where you get like the all-you-can-eat buffet. It was kind of like that, but like posh pizzas, I guess. And they would bring you around a slice at a time, and depending on what you wanted.
Wow. So what was the?
So it was quite. Go on.
I was going to say, overall though, what was your experience like being down here for a few days?
Honestly, I can't remember what stream you were doing. It might have been a week ago, and you were having a little whinge about your driving experience in London. Because I know you say you drive to work rather than get the tubes and stuff.
Mm.
And honestly, I can't imagine driving in London. It is a nightmare.
Well, to be fair, you would have been in Central, but ironically, I have to drive into Central. But
right.
I could not drive in Central. I mean, Jake, you were in Central last year around Canary Wharf?
Last year in Canary Wharf, yes. The driving experience was something which I wouldn't make a habit of doing. It wasn't. I mean, I did get there. To be honest, I did get there quite early in the morning. It wasn't too bad, but going back in the afternoon was, early afternoon was a lot different. It's the M25, the driving in centre of London. It's just not. It's not a pleasant. It's not a pleasant drive at all. It's not. Yeah, it's not worth it. Like
it's just.
So we got a few Ubers, like most places.
To be fair, though, I have to say that the car park at Canary Wharf is incredible. And it in terms of once you do get there, because I was thinking, oh, where the hell am I going to park? London and all that, how busy it is. But the car park at Canary Wharf is incredible. Did you know that there's a farm near Canary Wharf?
A farm near Canary Wharf?
Yeah, I didn't know this, but there's a farm with animals in the centre of London.
Yeah, interesting.
Right in the dead centre of London, there is a farm with livestock and animals behind the central business district of Canary Wharf.
Wow. Well, I know London.
It's quite a fairly big farm as well, and I only found this out from someone that lives in London. I spoke to recently when I told them that I went to Canary Wharf. Like, oh, did you go to the farm? I was like, what? The farm. I'm like, farm? What are you on about? It's nowhere near the countryside. It's a farm in the centre of London. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I was saying, we got Ubers most places because we were kind of out of the way, and there were tube strikes like Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
When they were digging out all of the bit for the docks, they had loads of earth and they threw it in this. It's built. This farm is a result of all of the ground that they reclaimed. I need to find the name of it, but you carry on. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Yeah, I was just saying that we got Ubers quite a lot of places because we were kind of in the middle of nowhere in relevance to anywhere that we wanted to go. And honestly, I think if you had £1 for every time someone beeps at you in London, you could probably start your own FPL channel, put it that way. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's just, like I say, it's just crazy how they're weaving in and out of traffic and like going so close to people, and the cyclists just have no fear whatsoever.
Oh, the cyclists, especially mopeds, are horrific.
Yeah, I mean, they get so close to the doors and stuff.
Look
Unbelievable.
Look on the screen now.
Okay.
There's
it's behind Canary. Oh, right. Under.
It's literally behind Canary Wharf.
Yes. Yeah.
That's kind of
Mud Chute Farm, they call it. Like, literally, is behind the central business district of London. Yeah, I've never been there, and I don't even know why we're talking about it or why I'm talking about it.
I can't believe it hasn't been made into buildings. That land must be worth an absolute fortune.
They can't. They're not allowed to.
It must be protected. Then I'm guessing.
Yeah. They there's some sort of a thing on that land. That land would be worth an absolute bomb. But the farm itself was created by like I said, all the dirt and they dredged up all of the docks and they threw this like load of mud and crap in this place, and they built a farm on it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, there's loads of daft stuff like that. So again, it's not relevant at all. But if you're on the M62 heading towards Manchester, I believe it is, there's a guy who has a house right in the middle of the motorway. Yes. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that.
Yes.
But they offered him like a load of money to obviously move, because they wanted to build like a part of the motorway, and he just refused. So they literally just built a motorway around his house.
Yeah.
Which is kind of mad, but...
The Isle of the Dogs, do you know where that is, Steve-O?
I know the name.
That's basically it, yeah, that's where it is. Anyway, this is an FPL channel. I do
have some FPL content.
Go on then, let's talk about...
I have clicked my wildcard button. It is active.
You put your team in the...
My team is in the team screenshots, I believe.
Okay. Confident?
Nope.
Is that team going to be your team for game week? This game week come in?
I'm completely open to suggestions. The
first three. You've hit the wild card.
I have. That is my wild carded team.
That's what he said.
Believe it or not.
Oh God! I thought this was your actual team. What?
No, so
Sanchez in goal.
Fine,
that's Johnny.
Fine.
Johnny. Oh man, that's wrong.
Yeah, so there's some controversial stuff in there.
I think Cancelo is a bit expensive. He's not been doing anything attacking wise for Man City for those few games. His position isn't where I want him to be. I don't want him to, and I don't think he's necessarily the best use of funds. Henry for Brentford.
Again, I don't know if anyone's a Brentford fan, but he actually looks really good when you watch him.
I would be getting Fofana in Chelsea.
I'm not going anywhere near the Chelsea defence, I'm afraid.
He's better there. I think that would be better served than Brentford defence. Luis Diaz, Odegaard, De Bruyne. Odegaard, you're just knee-jerking, man.
So my like I say, because I've had a bad few weeks.
You can do, because I don't like this team at all. But Steve-O, you feel free to give reasons why he could consider different options in his team. And I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. I'll be right back.
I'll let Max continue. What were you saying about your team?
So I can basically provide my thought processes for the other players. So Wolves' fixtures are pretty good. Johnny's fairly attacking for 4.5 million. Because I've gone so far behind, I'm like 100 points behind in my mini leagues. I'm basically having to take a little bit of a gamble on some of the players. Again, Henry, I'm not going to be a popular pick. I understand that, but Brentford's fixtures are really, really good. And like, would somebody be against having David Raya in goal? So if someone is willing to have David Raya, why would you not be willing to have Henry and have Sanchez as well? Odegaard, I feel like his minutes are a bit more secure than Martinelli's now that Smith Rowe's back. And he really is creative. Like, I think he's really living up to the potential that he was signed for when he signed for Real Madrid all those years ago. Diaz, Salah, they've got Bournemouth at home. Like, I can't really look past that fixture. Diaz has looked bright. And I'm still happy with triple Liverpool. Cancelo, I know, obviously is expensive, but again, I feel like he's nailed on. And just because he's not looked the best, that doesn't mean that he won't turn it around. De Bruyne, I think, speaks for himself. I know Jason's a big fan. And watching De Bruyne is just a pleasure, to be honest. And having him in your FPL team just is like just a bonus, really. And then again, Tony's fixtures are really, really, really good. Like, I think I could keep him for the next 6-7 game weeks easily. Jesus just looks on fire. No problems there. So, like, obviously you've got the controversial ones of Johnny, Henry and Odegaard, but again, I'm willing to take a little bit of a gamble to go against the template when they all have good fixtures and they're probably not very highly earned. It could come back to bite me, but that's just the way it is, right? Sometimes you just have to take a little bit of a risk.
I think, look, you've gone with players which are different. Specifically, from my opinion, obviously it's Odegaard, Johnny, and Henry from Brentford. Johnny's fixtures, Newcastle at home, there is a very, very high chance of a clean sheet in that. Bournemouth away, again, actually a very high chance of a clean sheet. And then Southampton at home, I would say about 50-50. And then they've got Liverpool, Man City, West Ham, Chelsea. He's 5.3. Oh, no, he's not. Sorry, he's 4.5. I'm looking at the wrong player.
So both Johnny and Henry are 4.5.
4.5.
Like,
yes.
if people have better options to tell me what they are, like, I'm more than happy to listen. Just through me looking at the fixtures and the stats, etc., and watching Brentford's games and Wolves' games, these two guys are really, really attacking. And even if they do concede, that there is a half chance that they can come up with an assist, which like sort of balances that out.
Who have you got on the bench?
So I've got Andreas, Ward, Nico Williams, and Archer, I believe.
Who
could be anyone, any of the 4.5s, basically.
I think the logic with this wildcard team is completely sound. To be honest with you, you've gone with 4 big hitting players in Jesus, Salah, De Bruyne, Diaz.
So that was a debate as well. I had Saliba in, but I'm 0.1 million short to get Saliba. So my debate was having Ben White versus Johnny. And I'm not convinced on the Arsenal defence. I think Arsenal will score goals, but I'm not convinced that they will keep clean sheets. So if I feel that way, why would I not have Johnny when Ben White has 0 attacking threat?
Yeah, Fulham at home, I expect them to concede. Aston Villa at home. Aston Villa can score, but it could be a game where they probably could keep a clean sheet. Man United away, no chance of a clean sheet there. Everton at home, yes. Brentford away. Tottenham at home, no chance.
So if we go off the logic of like you're saying, I'm kind of in a similar mindset. If Arsenal are going to concede in the next 5 out of 6 games, and Ben White has 0 attacking threat, why would you not go for Johnny at the same price?
Yeah, Carla was saying, why not have 8 Nuri over Johnny?
8 Nuri's 5 million, I believe.
Right, okay.
But it might not be. That might be incorrect. I would have to double check that.
The answer is, if I can just bring him up. I can't bring it up because I'm an idiot. I'm sure he's 4.5. All the Wolves players came in at 4.5 apart from Cody, I think. Or, what's his face? It was 5 million. Maybe. Oh,
If
Semedo.
if he is 4.5, then that's a
He is-
valid point. Like I've got
he is.
no issue of swapping the Wolves fullbacks around. That's no problem.
He is 4.5, but I don't. To be honest with you, it's a toss of the coin. I don't see what the difference between the two is, unless Johnny's a rotation risk, which.
Well,
Again,
Johnny's played 90 minutes all 3 games, I believe. So that was probably why.
Yeah, he's played 90, 77, 90. So, and we know what he can do. We've seen it in the past with him. 8 Nuri's another one. We've seen it in the past with what he can do. Ironically, he's played 90, 90, and then 70. So clearly, Bruno Lager is pretty much giving these wing backs a rest every other game, every 2 games or something. So
Yeah.
I am.
No, and another point was I can see people saying, why am I not having Martinelli? Again, with Smith Rowe back, I believe Martinelli's minutes will not be as good as they have been in the first 3 games. And I'm not saying Martinelli can't do well or won't outscore Odegaard, but right now I'd prefer the minutes. I think Odegaard is just is likely going to be on the end of assists a lot of the time, which I'd be happy to take those points, which I think he will get. And I've seen someone say, "Where's the money in the team?" Unfortunately, my budget is 99.8 million, and I have got De Bruyne, Salah, which eats up a lot of the funds, unfortunately.
So this season, Arsenal have scored 9 goals. Odegaard has scored twice. Does it not concern you that he got nothing in the previous 2 fixtures, Leicester and Crystal Palace, despite playing 90 minutes in each?
I mean, it does concern me, of course, but when you watch him, he's kind of feels like the central hub of the Arsenal attacks.
1 second, is Dave Lister here?
Why is that?
In the chat, because I'm eating quiche.
And what's that got to do with Dave Lister?
I was going to say, give quiche a chance. Yeah, you'll know what it means. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so I'm just interested, if you guys were going to change this team, who would you change? No, obviously it's probably like Johnny and Henry going sort of thing, but it's who do I change them to when I've got 9 million budget?
No, I think you're perfectly fine with Johnny and Henry. If I'm honest with you, I don't see any issue with them whatsoever if that's what your budget is. Just Odegaard. I think, personally, if you swap Odegaard to Martinelli for that safety, I think you're virtually set. If that's just from my point of view.
I think what people are maybe forgetting as well is that I've obviously got Andreas and Nico Williams on the bench as well, which can come in for the easier fixtures. So I'm not like, this is not my team like every single week. I can rotate a couple of players, even though they're not premiums or whatever. You don't mind playing Andreas if Fulham have got a decent fixture. And Nico Williams seems to be on all set pieces for Nottingham Forest. And again, in an easy home fixture, you may opt to play him as well.
Well, you definitely wouldn't be playing Andreas or Nico Williams in the next 2.
No.
So you'd be playing Henry and Johnny, or 8 Nuri, whatever. The following game week 6. Wolves at home to Southampton. Nottingham Forest at home to Bournemouth. That could be profitable, whereas Fulham are away at Spurs and Brentford are at home to Leeds. So maybe you could drop Henry for Nico Williams in that. Obviously, over this period, you will have hopefully 2 free transfers.
Are you not seriously saying that you should go with this wildcard team, are you?
I don't think there's anything extremely wrong with it. It's just Odegaard for me. That's it.
Sabotage.
I'll tell you what. Build me a wildcard team. 99.8 million. Let's see how much it's different. Get the chat to do it. I don't care.
I agree.
Martinelli in instead of Odegaard.
Well, that's what we've just said. Yeah.
I wouldn't be having De Bruyne and Salah on a wildcard team.
Why?
If you've got 99.8 million in the bank, I wouldn't be having De Bruyne and Salah in the wildcard team.
Why not?
Who's going?
Because Too much money is being invested in both of those players.
But where does that money go?
Salah, for me, is not someone that I think is worth 30 million. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't think he is.
I can understand what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is, if you take that money out of Salah, where does it go?
We can play a 3-4-3. You could play a 4-3-3 formation instead.
Suggest some players to me.
Just okay.
This is the issue. Like I say to people,
well,
what do you think of it?
I mean, I can do, but it's like I'm eating my food, and right. I'm eating my food, but I can certainly suggest some after I finished eating my food.
So I also have an issue with Haaland as well. I think that's the biggest maybe.
Nothing wrong with that team. Zimmy thinks your team's good to go.
So do I just think replace Odegaard with Martinelli and done.
What are your thoughts on Haaland for the next 3 weeks? Because I'm not convinced of his minutes, to be honest.
He's going to be playing, I reckon, across the next 3. Let's have a quick look here. So we're game week 4, aren't we? So versus Crystal Palace, 70 minutes. Nottingham Forest. Do you know what? I think he gets rested for that and comes on, depending on what the score is. I think that he plays Alvarez this week against Nottingham Forest. Maybe Alvarez, Mahrez, and Foden, maybe, something like that. And then game week 6, which is the day before, or the few days before the Champions League. Actually, no, it's not it is a few days before Champions League. When is the Champions League?
You're talking about having Kane in instead of Salah.
Who is Jace?
Who's the thing I'm asking?
Max.
I saw that comment in the chat, but I'm not considering Kane over Salah.
Because he's useless.
Well, right. I think people see Salah have. So Salah's played 3 games, right? He's been absolutely diabolical in all 3, and he's come out with 2 goals and an assist. Imagine what happens when he actually starts playing well.
So game week 6 is when. So I am right. It's that week. So Haaland against Aston Villa again. I think he plays 70.
It could be so much better if you didn't have Salah in it.
But
I didn't have Salah for the first 3 weeks, and look how that turned out.
Yeah.
I didn't have Salah for my first 3 game weeks, and look how that turned out. I think people forget. I don't know, about 500 millionth. No, I think about 7 million or something. I mean, it's
still
shocking.
better than me.
I'm not sure about that, but
no, I'm being serious. I'm about 7 million as well.
Yeah,
so
teams with Salah in their team are probably still below you.
I think people are forgetting as well that Haaland has just played a game, right? They've just played midweek in Barcelona.
Why are you talking about Haaland?
Because there's a debate around getting Haaland into this team, right? I know a lot of people will have him.
Yeah.
But
you've got Kevin De Bruyne, so you don't need him in.
No, but I could go Salah to Haaland, right?
Yeah, but I haven't suggested that.
I mean, just feels like we're anti-Salah at the moment.
No, I just said Kane. Could bring in Kane. Have Tottenham cover.
After watching Tottenham last week, I'm not overly fearful, but again, that may punish me. I don't know. Like I say, I've just seen Cage Pap saying someone needs to rip this team apart, but that's fair enough. Like, some people might not like it, but I think after watching these guys for 2 years, Johnny and Henry, I think they're actually decent players and can return. And for me, Martinelli is a rotation risk when Smith Rowe is fit. So, and I think Odegaard is not under any pressure whatsoever. But yeah,
I'm saying keep Salah. It's too risky not to have him in your team. Kane plays too deep. Says Dark Gam on Twitch. Let's join. Gundogan. That's not a bad shout. ABJ.
So I know I had a little rant about Gundogan last week, or whatever, saying that I think he may be the best option if Bernardo Silva moves. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano has just now said that Silva is staying, so that kind of like makes me question Gundogan a little bit.
But Gundogan played with Silva last week, didn't he?
He did.
I'm going to make a wildcard team up now. Okay, how much have I got to play with?
99.8.
99.8. Right. Give me a minute.
Sure.
You guys talk amongst yourselves. All right.
Yeah, Steve. So Silva played right wing, and
Right.
Gundo played centre mid. But I still think there's a chance that Bernardo can play centre mid as well.
Okay. I think Gundogan for now is a perfectly safe option. I don't see Silva affecting anything that he's doing whatsoever.
Silva is 6.8 million, which is kind of like dirt cheap.
Bilal saying here, I wouldn't get a Brentford/Wolves defender. I'd just downgrade elsewhere and get a top 6. But where are you going to downgrade, Bilal?
So I'm not touching Reece James. While Reece James is playing at centre back, I'm not getting involved.
WhoScored.com are predicting Azpilicueta to be starting tomorrow. They think that Reece James plays at his favourite position.
What on Loftus-Cheek just drops out.
Let me just quickly bring up.
Have they got Chilwell at left wing back and Cucurella at left centre back?
They've got Cucurella at left centre back, yeah. But ironically, WhoScored.com are rubbish when it comes to predicted lineups. Here it is.
I mean, with Koulibaly getting a red card, it just feels like James is miles more likely to play centre back now.
So they've got here, Chilwell to start. Cucurella, Silva, and Azpilicueta the back three. Chilwell, James.
Do we think
on the
Perisic
wings
is going to get games, or is he going to be rotated?
He'll be rotated.
I wouldn't go with Perisic personally, but
if you've got Perisic, keep and play. But
I think the thing is with Perisic, he could start and then get brought off at 55 minutes. Like that would be annoying.
Well, I wouldn't be worried about that. That's not something I'd be thinking about. It's more.
I don't know. Conte loves to change his fullbacks, like from previous years. Kind of got a bit of a thing for doing it.
Cage Paps is talking about Leeds attackers. He brought in Harrison as well this week. Yeah, are you copying me, Cage Paps?
If James plays right wing back, I would love to have him in my team. But if I feel like he's going to play centre back, I don't want him. I just think he's a waster.
SK is saying Leicester play a back five. James will play right wing back. Don't worry about it. And I think maybe you could look at the Brighton over Wolves defence, even though you've got Sanchez in goal. But Brighton.
So there was a debate about that. So I was actually thinking Lewis Dunk, which is a good point. But I didn't really want to double up on a sort of a mid-table team's defence. I feel that's like a little bit too all in. I was kind of messing around with like sort of like Raya Dunk or Henry Sanchez, like that kind of thing.
I believe
Zaha as a pick.
He's injured.
No, he's a trap as well.
Is he injured?
Yeah, he's not playing tomorrow.
I didn't even know that.
Which is hilarious. But
okay, so this is the team I've quickly just put together. It could be jinked around, of course. And it would be a.
Can you put it on screen, Jason, so I can see it?
Hang on, wait.
All right.
2, 3, 4. Hang on. Squeeze a bit more money out of this.
Yeah, thoughts about maybe Veltman in for Johnny/Henry.
I just from the fullbacks I've picked, I feel like they had decent enough fixtures and they had attacking potential. A lot of the other ones just don't feel like they have any attacking potential whatsoever. Like I say, Ben White just feels like a dead pick at 4.5. You're literally just picking him for a clean sheet if he gets one.
3, 4. Okay, so this would be a 3-4-3.
Okay.
So it would be Sanchez in goal.
Yep.
With Zinchenko, Alexander-Arnold, and Walker as your back three. And then you have Fofana and Nico Williams as your two to rotate in. And then you'd have Martinelli, Diaz, De Bruyne, Rodrigo in midfield. And then you have Jesus, Tony, and Kane up front.
But is that 99.8
Yeah, it is.
million?
It's less than that. Because I've got 1.6 in the bank here. And I've got 101.1, I think, in my bank. So, yeah, it's like 0.5 in the bank you'd have to play around with this team.
In a 3.
Yeah, so there's obviously a couple of differences there, just because Martinelli would cost me 6.4.
Yeah, but you got the point. Yeah, so the 0.5 would be eaten up for any price.
I don't think it's eating the 0.5, but there's a couple of like 1.1 somewhere.
Right. Okay. Yeah. See, that,
like I said, I don't hate it. I don't hate it whatsoever. I just, for me, Kyle Walker, I don't know. I can just see Pep one week just going, right, we're going to play Stones at right back. And I just feel like he's a bit of a waste of a Man City slot, to be totally honest.
I mean, you could have Son instead of Kane, but I just like Kane because he's on penalties and like he's cheaper as well. Kane is too expensive as value at the moment. Oh yeah, but just you wait and see. You'll start banging in some goals, and
Kane will probably have 3 or 4 weeks where he just gets double digits every single week.
He's gonna start banging. He's gonna start banging goals in like fun soon, and people are just gonna be jumping on him.
And what evidence is that based on?
History.
Yeah, I have to agree with Jason on this one. I think
it's based on history, Steve.
It's one of those where you if you pick him at the right time, he's going to bang for like 3 or 4 weeks and then he goes dead. You've just got to He got
17 goals, 11 assists last season. 23 goals, 14 assists the previous. 18 goals previously to that. I mean, this is pretty consistent. Like if you look over the seasons previously, he's regressed down. 17-18 was a really good season, but like
he could score 38 goals this year,
I think
won a game, but I still wouldn't touch him.
You wouldn't touch him if he scored an average of 1 goal a game. Are you telling me?
Literally scores a goal a game. That's it.
Yeah, I think I would be jumping in on the chance of getting him in if he scored a goal a game. If I knew he was going to score a goal a game, I would 100% have him in at 11 point whatever million he is. 11.4.
I mean, it feels like a no-brainer if he's going to score a goal.
Yeah, if he's going to score again, if he's going to score 38 goals, Steve, that's ridiculous. I think that's a stupid statement, and you should retract that.
It's not a stupid statement.
It is a stupid statement. A striker getting a goal a game, 38 goals, you wouldn't have him in at 11.4. That's the most stupidest thing I've heard you say.
6 points.
I think you're trolling me.
The thing is, you could just pair him captain him as well, and you'd be laughing.
And you'd be getting bonus points because strikers that score goals get bonus points. And I think you're just full of shit, to be honest, Steve. I really do. Absolutely full of shit. In fact, I would pay people to come and harass you at work and ask you where things are, just to get you back for that. Anyway,
that's where the Kane flower is.
Yeah,
that's a brown flower statement, man.
To even put in perspective, Kane has scored 2 goals this year, won a game, and he's still not even in the top 5 of forwards this year.
Just wait and see. Harry Kane. I don't like. I don't love Tottenham. In fact, I'd quite happily not have Kane in my team. In fact, I don't have Kane in my team. But I do think he's going to score goals, and I do think that he's going to come good. So let's see what happens.
Jason, how about this? I'm going to go with my wildcard team, even though I do like yours.
Yeah. Go for it, man.
Should we say, how about this? Should we say the next 3 game weeks?
Compare.
We'll compare. If my team beats your team,
yeah,
I will donate £20 to the stream. Okay. If your team beats my team, donate £20 to a charity of your choice.
Shouldn't it be the other way around?
No, because I'll just give the money. You just give the money to the charity, and so it's like a win-win, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
So I'll give £20 to the stream if you win, and you give £20 stream to a charity.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll do it on stream as well.
Yep, that's cool.
Over the next 3 game weeks.
So obviously, if you tell me next week who you're picking, obviously because you won't be locking in this team, and then we can add up the points from there.
Okay.
Because obviously you may bench certain players or
you might have to remind me.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the chat will remind you if there's money on the line.
Well, hopefully they will. Yeah, but like let me just say with confidence that I probably would play that 3 for 3, and when it comes to the Nico Williams and Fofana, unless Chelsea's got a good fixture.
Well, you're welcome to change it now if you want. Like, I'm not against you changing it now. Go for it.
No, I'm happy to keep the same. I'm happy to keep the same one. I'll just go with a 3-4-3.
Okay.
And I wouldn't sub in Fofana or Nico Williams for any of those players, unless, of course, one of them didn't play.
Right. Okay. Yeah, like I say, well, if you just take a screenshot of it or whatever.
Yeah, well, I haven't got it now, but I'll go back in the stream.
I mean, we've got the video of the stream, so that's not a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, yeah, you just pick
sounds
a
like
you want to donate to.
Sounds like Jason's scared.
Not at all.
No, just £20 total for the next 3 game weeks.
Yeah.
And if I win, I'll donate. If I win, Jason can donate to a charity, maybe the Brown Flower charity, something like that.
I'll do it on stream. Either way, I'll do the charity donation on stream. It's fine.
Yeah, and if I lose, I'll send you guys £20 on the super chat or whatever.
When they come to total up, Jason reveals that he uses triple captain and a bench boost.
Oh yeah, no chips.
no chips allowed. No chips allowed.
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday surgery where I've got a grand total of 18 points and Henry's got sent off and an own goal.
Oh, I'd absolutely love that so much. In fact, come on the surgery, man. Talk to us all about it.
I will. But I'm not being funny. At least now people have now got a sweat on Rico Henry when nobody ever even thought about him before.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm mindful we've got other people in the waiting room to come and chat with us.
Yeah, no problem.
So...
I've kept you chatting for a while anyway, so.
No worries, man. Nice chatting with you.
Much appreciated, fellas. Have a good night.
Take care.
Cheers. Take care, guys. See you later.
See ya. Who was waiting longest? Zars or Cinnamon? You muted yourself, Steve-O. You've muted yourself, haven't you?
We've had nearly 200 people watching and we've only got 60 likes, Jace. This is terrible.
Oh, we might as well quit the stream now then. Why have we 200 people watching and only 60 likes? That's appalling. What's going on? Are you not entertained?
Easiest way to support the channel. Come on, just hit the like button. That's all you got to do. Yeah, let's bring on Desirous. Let's see what he has to say. Hello, Desirous.
Desirous.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
That's good. Nice to be here again.
Welcome.
Been on before, have you? When were you last on?
It was a long time ago, actually, like 2, maybe even 3 years ago. I was I think 2 times on the air. But yeah, it's like a long time ago. And basically I didn't have time to watch it live mostly, so I watched it afterwards, your videos. But it's good to be back again and to talk with you again.
What do you want to ask?
Sorry, didn't hear you.
We can hear you. What did you want to ask?
Let me put my team. So basically, I did wildcard,
Oh, good. Another wildcard team. Excellent.
and yeah, I decided to focus. I basically again like wildcard was done on Sunday, so I'm changing my team every day so far, and I changed. Last update was today, and I focused again and with this last change, I focused on City, Liverpool, Chelsea, basically, and Arsenal mostly. Just see what you think about this team, and I still have a feeling like I should change something and go with some other teams, but I got so mad with first 3
It's
weeks.
got one too many Man United players in it.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I wouldn't even go that far. I'd say, what on earth are you doing rotating the 4 million players around? That's a very, very risky. Patterson, come on.
To be honest, I watched the Everton only one game, and that game he was good. Yeah, he was like on the right back side, and he like made some attacking points. But on the other side, I feel like Everton will start again to be very lucky with Lampard, and they will have some clean sheets, even they're bad.
Everton will not keep clean sheets under Lampard. It will not happen.
I think
We all said this when he was in charge of Chelsea, and they were conceding goals for fun. It was just by pure luck, by the quality of the player that they had, that they kept clean sheets. Trust me, you do not want Patterson to be starting games.
I can always put Andreas instead of him in the midfield and see how that will go, because like you said at the beginning of the stream, I have a feeling that Fulham will score against Arsenal, and it will be like high scoring game.
Yeah, again, it's very risky going with these particular individuals. I mean, I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I'm actually kind of doing a similar strategy in a way. But you're a wild card. I'm not. I've been put into this situation. Mendy in goal. I'd rather downgrade to Sanchez personally. Rashford. Well, Jace is better. Rashford, Jace.
Don't. You need to see more from Rashford, and with the news that Martial's out, that impacts Rashford, and it's with United. I'm getting carried away as a United fan because I like the way he played against Liverpool, but it's way too early to think that that's going to be a common performance. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. It saddens me to say, it wouldn't surprise me if we lose 1-0 against Southampton.
Basically, from this team, like I only think to change maybe Rashford, but like I had Almiron, but now I put it Almiron because I like Newcastle and like the way they played against City. And
no, this conversation ended. Don't even mention his name, Almiron. His goal that he scored against Man City was about as lucky as you can get. Useless player, awful.
Yeah, but I wanted like maybe to have some player in the background who can surprise. Yeah,
I'd rather have Trippier in the team in a 5-3-2 formation ahead of any Newcastle player. Trippier is the only player that I would have, and then it would be Wilson. Any talk of Almiron, you've lost the plot.
But I didn't know, but I saw today that Wilson is injured. Yeah.
Yes, and they've got, well, I say adequate backup. Chris Wood is, he's hopeless for Newcastle, Chris Wood.
Yeah.
And they've got this new player in, whatever his name is. Is it Isaac or something? I don't know anything about him. But is he going to slot straight into the team? I don't have a clue. But I'd be staying well clear of Newcastle, apart from Trippier.
Let's say because I don't have any money left, so Rashford is 6.3. If I change only him, who to take for that money or less?
A Brighton or a Leeds attacker?
Yeah, Rodrigo got to 6.4, so happily I cannot take him.
Well, it doesn't have to be Rodrigo. You could be looking at
Harrison, maybe?
Possibly Harrison, but I'd be more tempted by a Brighton player. Trossard.
Did you do a gross?
For
earlier on about the
yes, there.
the Twitch thing.
Yeah, it's there. 91% in favour of YouTube.
Oh right, okay.
Isaac is 34 goals last season Wow.
Yeah, he's a really good player, but the question is like how he will adapt. Yeah,
SK is saying here maybe Mendy to Raya, Rashford to Rodrigo.
I like that. How much is
that's good.
Raya?
4.5.
Sanchez is over Raya.
I'd be looking at Brighton.
Yeah.
I'd be looking at Brighton players. I really would. Gross, Trossard, to name two in that midfield. They've got really good fixtures defensively. They're solid enough. They're drawing 0-0 with Leeds, or what they'll win 1-0.
Yeah. And
I would not be looking at Rashford though. As like Jason said, with Martial gone, it means Ronaldo. I'm assuming Ronaldo. Would Ronaldo start tomorrow, Jace?
I would start him for his height and physical ability in the box against the Southampton team that are going to sit back and soak up pressure. I would start him, yes. I think he did start.
I had like some ideas, like instead of Cancelo or maybe Arnold, like Cucurella or somebody, and then like I could go for some midfield with more money. But then again, I was not sure who to take it with more money from midfield, like around 8 million. If that would be also a good idea, maybe.
I think if you're set with this team, so to speak, with the certain players, I'd be genuinely downgrading Mendy and Rashford.
Okay.
Or even if you want to keep Mendy, downgrade Rashford and upgrade Patterson or Nico Williams, preferably Patterson, to, as you've just stated, like a Cucurella or maybe Trippier if possible.
Okay, yeah. Then basically, I hope I should have a team that even bench 4 millions, but the first squad should be like for the few games good.
Yes, yeah. That's precisely it.
And basically, if something happens, anyhow, all the bench are players that should play 90 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the majority of these players here, they're all guaranteed to be starting for their teams. The only possibility of rotation is Martinelli, but for now, I can't see it. They're playing too well, Arsenal.
Like everybody, like trying to put Saka again, but I don't know.
Oh, Saka, he's too far out on the wing. He's too defensive this season. I've made a complete faux pas with the fact that I've got Saka instead of Martinelli, but that's been my choice. I've got no Jesus. So I think within reason, barring Rashford and Patterson and Mendy, those three,
Yeah.
I think you're pretty much good to go. It's just working out what you can do with the money between getting rid of Mendy and Rashford and upgrading one of your 4 millions.
Okay, yeah, then I will go. Yeah, check it like that. And on the attack side, I would agree still with you that whatever happens, I will not take Kane also for the whole season.
Thank you. Why wouldn't you take him?
I know, it's just the feeling, yeah. It cannot don't have like a real reason, but just like even like Jason said, like statistics are good, and on his side last year, but on the other side, for example, one of the reasons would be like even Guardiola would rotate Haaland. I would rather have him every game than Kane in the team.
Well, we'll find out on Sunday when we're playing Nottingham Forest. What are you expecting in Nottingham Forest game, score-wise?
To be honest, like I had a feeling they will like beat West Ham, which happened, but again, it's more like how Spurs will play. Yeah. For example, against Wolverhampton, I had also a feeling that there will not be more than 2 goals, and there was only 1 goal, and that was, let's say, a lucky goal. But so, yeah, I really don't have a feeling with this game. It can go both sides for me. It can be like 0-0 or 5-0 for Tottenham.
I'll bite your hand off with a 0-0.
Why?
It won't happen, but that would be amazing.
Okay, let's say that Tottenham will score because I don't have anybody for Tottenham. Yeah.
I think Son could do really well this game week, because I think that Nottingham Forest are attacking enough where it may fall into Tottenham's hands.
Yeah, for
And
example, sorry for interrupting you. I was watching game against Wolverhampton, and basically everybody was talking like before that Perisic like could play in attack. He's like taking corner kicks and everything. But against Wolverhampton, Son did everything. Yeah, he took free kicks, he took corners, he was doing everything.
yeah. Clyde is saying here, so the conclusion is Rashford, Patson and Mendy out for Sanchez, Dunk and Trossard. Firetog is saying Kiefer Moore.
Maybe to give Rashford chance this weekend and see what will happen.
I think, do you know what? How much is Kiefer Moore anyway?
Because like I said, I'm changing them every day almost. Yeah, wildcard, it's like you start again and you don't know what to do. And basically prices are going up and up. And it's crazy, but
I think being able to play Kiefer Moore versus they've got Wolves, Nottingham Forest, two excellent fixtures that you can play him in. Brighton, not great. Newcastle, not great. But then Brentford, Leicester, Fulham. In fact, I'll tell you what. You could be onto something with Kiefer Moore. Did he score 2 goals this season so far? I'm trying to think. He scored 1 goal. Okay, he scored 1 goal, but then he had Man City and Arsenal next.
Yep.
I think that is a shrewd move.
maybe question also would be like, do you expect from the attacking side somebody from Chelsea to start doing something?
Well,
Because they have good run also with the games, yeah.
they do, but they've shown me absolutely nothing in their first 3 fixtures to suggest that they're going to be pulling up trees. I mean, Sterling's looked threatening, but he just can't hit the problem with Sterling's that he can't hit a barn door. Havertz has just looked anonymous.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Mason Mount, he's his usual lively self, but again, can't hit a barn door. Pulisic, Ziyech, they're just not good enough. Brozier would be interesting if he ever gets a bloody game, but unfortunately, he doesn't look like he's ever going to be able to play for Chelsea. He's played here? A whopping 16 minutes. 15 minutes against Everton, 1 minute against Tottenham. I'd rather be starting Brozier, just start him against Leicester. Maybe build his confidence up against a really weak Leicester team. Maybe get a goal, get his confidence up. But I'd be avoiding Chelsea attack like the plague.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm also like
Max Roberts, gotta go. He's just done a super chat, £2 super chat. Gotta go. See you on Sunday. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to you, Max. Look forward to that little bet we've got going on. And you take care of and have a good weekend. See you Sunday.
Yes. Yeah.
I think since I told that I agree with you on Kane, Jason was very silent. Yeah.
Well, I look forward to I look forward to working out the maths behind our two teams. So,
Josh is saying here that I'm losing the plot. Kiefer Moore is too expensive. He's 5.4. He's a better option than Patterson and Nico Williams, especially with their upcoming fixtures. I don't see a problem with Kiefer Moore, especially if he keeps starting. He's done nothing wrong to be taken out of the team whatsoever. He, like I said, his next several fixtures are very good, especially the next 2 against Wolves and Wolves and Nottingham Forest. Brighton, Newcastle, horrible there. Brentford, Leicester, Fulham, Southampton, perfectly fine fixtures. And if he can just tick along, great. And you've got him in your team.
And yeah, but I mean, to be honest, like now this first I had from United, they had Malacia, and like first 2 games like were like very disappointing. And then basically I changed the hair in the third game before Liverpool. And everything was like totally opposite. And then like it was just mess up, and I decided to go with the wild card and to do this. But basically, for example, from the beginning, I left like 5 most important guys for me: Salah, Diaz, Martinelli, Haaland, and Gabriel.
Just one quick final question. You go with Salah captain like majority of people are. What are you predicting on the score tomorrow?
I think at least he will score 2 goals, like 3-0 should be. Because
And what do you think on the score?
let's say 3-0, that will be the end.
3-0 and Salah to score 2. I hope you're bloody right. We've got to get going because it's coming a bit late now, but good luck with the wild card.
Maybe one last thing, the reason why I went like with Arnold.
Say that again.
Sorry, like the reason why I went with Arnold instead of Robertson is because I have a feeling like the Tsimikas will seem start to play more and more, or something is wrong with Robo and he's getting less minutes. I would take Robertson if there is like no Tsimikas, to say like that.
Fire Talk saying here, you're never going to be playing Keith and Moore over that starting 11. What, over Patterson? He's playing. You'll play Keith and Moore over Patterson, for crying out loud.
So I'm just mindful that Cinnamon's been waiting for so long to come and chat with us. So I've quickly chat with Cinnamon. Thank you so much for coming in. Zars, I would worry about Robertson. Robertson will be fine. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, I don't have him in my team. If you've got him in your team, you don't have to rush him out of your team, is what I'm trying to say. If you've got a wild card and you're wild carding, then I possibly would look at other options other than Robertson. But thank you for coming on. So, Cinnamon, can you hear us? I'm just going to unmute you now.
Yeah, I can hear you guys, Grant.
You've been a long-term supporter of the show, but I don't think you've ever come on.
No, actually, you guys tend to stream when I'm working or out.
Oh. Well done for being here today. We're glad our paths have crossed. What team have you put in the screenshots, and why? Is this a wildcard team? Is this a just your normal team? What?
No, this is my team for Game Week 4.
Okay.
Quality.
Any transfers? Did you make any transfers this week?
Well, what I've done is I had Kulu and I swapped him to Luis Diaz for the Bournemouth game.
Very nice. Very nice.
Why?
I like this team. No, I like this team. Why, Steve? He's obviously gone with
Why
a
get
triple
rid of Kulusevski when he's got Nottingham Forest in a potentially high-scoring game?
Diaz is more involved attacking wise of late in that Liverpool team than Kulusevski's been for Spurs, man.
Diaz is a very, very, very good player, and don't get me wrong,
he's a very, very good player.
Do well against Bournemouth, but I'd have kept a transfer for this game, Cinnamon. I would have just saved it.
He's fine. He's fine.
I was thinking about keeping Kulu. It's just I think Liverpool at home to Bournemouth, I think is a little bit more tempting than Spurs away.
Yes, but the fact that you would have then had, I'm assuming, 2 free transfers for Game Week 5?
Yeah.
I'm assuming this team has done very well for you over the past 3 game weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you ranked?
I think 375k.
Yeah, so you're doing very, very, very well with this team. Your captain Salah. When did you bring Rodrigo in? Last week?
I had him last week, but I had him on the bench.
Who did you play instead?
Saliba.
Oh my God, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But my question is that this week, I'm not actually sure who to bench. I don't know if I want Saliba on the bench this week, but then who do I bench instead of Saliba? Like,
of these players, your team is so strong. I think go with the team that you've got here. Nottingham Forest aren't going to be scoring against Tottenham. I just can't see it. So that's your clean sheet banked. Plus, Royal's got really good attacking potential. Walker, there's a small chance Crystal Palace can score against Man City, but you're more going to be betting in favour of a City clean sheet. And then the rest of the players, they've all got ironically, maybe ahead of Rodrigo, because that's a really difficult fixture. I can see that being a really tight, low-scoring 0-0, 1-0 Brighton.
Yeah, I think that particular match is going to be if I do well this week or badly this week. So a lot of people will have the Brighton keeper, I think, for this particular game. But if Leeds win, it's more advantage to me. But obviously, if Brighton win, then I'm down.
I think this team's perfectly fine, Jace. What do you think?
This team is absolutely perfectly fine. I wouldn't change up anything here. You're overthinking things, is my thoughts.
Sweet, thank you.
No, thank you for coming on. And we will need to get off because it's gone 10 o'clock at night, and I need to get out of this shed. To be honest with you, this shed is just my prison. I know these 4 walls. These and they're not very far apart. These walls, but they're further apart than Steve-O's bedroom. Can you touch either side of your room?
Nearly. I'm about.
Oh my god, I can't.
If I do that,
look at this.
I'm not that far off it.
Wow, my shed's wider than your room. That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. It's been a long one. We'll see you, Steve-O. I think tomorrow depends on what.
Tomorrow from me.
I will let you know in late morning tomorrow. All right, I need to work out because it's right bang in the afternoon, and we normally do something on a Saturday as a family. It's right bang in the middle of the afternoon, so we can't. If we go out somewhere, I've got to get back in time. So I'll find out what the situation is and get back to you. Thank you guys. If you're new around these parts, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, join the Discord. The Discord is an awesome place to talk about FPL and get on the voice chat, have a bit of banter. Subscribe to us, follow us, on at Elite FPL on Twitter, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care.